Hey guys, it's Jonas, doing something a little bit new. Today I want to talk about my Abasi Concepts Emi Legion 8 string. So all the Emis that have come out until now have been sort of custom boutique guitars with custom specs. And I was always interested in picking one up. I was lucky enough to try one at the Abasi Concepts masterclass that they did last year in November. But I had a hard time justifying the hefty price tag on a guitar that I wasn't sure was going to check off all my boxes. And so the Emi Legion was the perfect chance to get my hands on one and live with it to help me decide if I wanted to get an Emi Master Series. So I'm sure if you know anything about this guitar, you know a lot about what Tosin and Ivan have talked about in terms of the ethos behind these guitars, and that the Emi is sort of the Larada's sibling in a way. The body design, the contours, and the cutaways are pretty similar with the exception of the dual cutaway design. I'm definitely more of a super strat player, and so the Emi was sort of the best of what Abasi Concepts had to offer, and so this is sort of the answer, in my opinion, to a lot of hesitations that I had with the Larada models. But this guitar has been checking off many boxes of mine. Since getting it, I've gigged with it twice. A lot about this guitar just lends itself to being a better player. It's no secret that the artists on the roster are all experts in their craft and at what they do. Stephen Taranto, Dante Frigiello, and there is a certain sort of mindset shift that happens when I pick up this guitar as opposed to maybe my Charvel is more of a typical 6-string Strat body, standard scale length on that guitar. And so this guitar does everything I want in a multi-scale extended range guitar. First of all, the scale length. It is a 27.5 to 25.5. So the upper register feels really easy to play on, while the lower register retains a really nice snappiness. The tuning stability on this guitar is phenomenal. Part of the reason why I bought the Emi is because this is a production guitar, and I think this is the perfect example of people don't need custom guitars anymore. And I say that as someone who has a custom guitar that is looking to maybe retire the Strandberg from the live setting, because Strandberg doesn't make custom models anymore if you're not an artist of theirs. And since mine is one of a kind, I know that if something were to happen to that guitar on the road, that's it. That guitar is done. I won't be able to get another one. And while Abasi Concepts is still sort of doing their drops that they do, you know, you can't get an Abasi guitar whenever you want. However, the Emi Legion, the Legion models, hopefully will be in production a little bit more frequently than their Master Series. So I know that I can take this guitar on the road, and if anything were to happen, realistically, I could get another one if I really needed to. First guitar I've ever had with active pickups. The Fishmans have blown away any expectations I've had. They respond the way like a passive pickup plays. I've been a passive player for 17, 18 or so years that I've been playing guitar. I have a Ibanez RGD with DiMarzio's in it, a Charvel Pro Mod with Seymour Duncan's, and my custom Strandberg has bare knuckle juggernauts in it. All those pickups have strong points to them, and they all do things differently. Whereas this guitar can honestly do any sound that you want because of the way the Fishmans work and because of the push-pull toggle that it has. You essentially get 5 different tonalities with this guitar, and then you can pull it and you get 5 more. So the use case scenarios are pretty endless in terms of what you can do with this guitar. It looks really good. It's really comfortable to play on stage. It sits just right. Essentially, when you're sitting with this guitar, this is the way it hugs the body when you stand. I love the access that you have to the upper frets. I just have a lot of hand rotational real estate to be able to move around, gyrate, and get my pinky up there, get my ring finger up there, even get my middle finger up there without having to worry about the end of my hand sort of coming into contact with the bottom cutaway. Bridge here, with the way it sits on the body, your hand is essentially just a part of the body when you play. It's super, super nice. And I really like that for the kind of music that I play. It just makes it easy to sort of lock in the picking hand and get super blazing fast runs. So yeah, those are some thoughts about the Emi. I haven't seen any other reviews of this guitar, so that's kind of why I wanted to talk about it. But yeah, let me know. Have you ever played an Emi Master Series? Have you ever played an Emi Legion if you were lucky enough to get in on the drop? Have you ever played a Lorada? What guitars are you guys playing? Let me know in the comments, because I'd love to hear what people are playing, and I'd love to hear their opinions on them. So thanks. See ya.